Hello and welcome to the Art of Trying podcast, episode 4. Thank you all for joining us. How are you going, Mum?
Yes, I'm good.
That's good.
I realised after last week I did the intro.
You did.
And you know what? Something I've learnt from that is in business, if you're no good at something, delegate it to the person that is. So I hand that over from now on to you.
I thought you did a fantastic job at the introduction last week, Mum.
Yeah, I cringed the whole way through it when I listened to it back. I was like, oh, no.
I think everyone cringes at everything they do.
Yeah, well, it's your job from here on.
Especially when it involves their voice being recorded on something. I hate my voice.
See, I wasn't too bad with it. I've always... When I've listened to my voice, like being younger and things, I've always gone, oh yeah, no, hate it, makes me cringe. But I actually listening back to these podcasts, I'm okay with it. It's more about what I say than how I sound, to be honest.
I suppose that's good for one of us, I suppose.
But yeah, no, I'm doing good.
That's good.
Had a good week, so yeah.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good. So, episode 4. We made it, Mum, we made it to 4 episodes.
I know, how about that?
How fantastic is that?
We've done incredibly well, actually. Pat yourself
We've done 4 episodes. We've done 4 episodes, and we're not on iTunes' top 10 yet. And it's
well, there's time.
It's a bit upsetting. It's a bit upsetting,
We'll get there.
I thought we could do
baby steps and all that. Isn't that what we've been saying?
Yes. Baby steps, taking it easy. All right. So, I think first of all, I'll mention the technical difficulties.
Ah, yes.
Now, we usually release this podcast on a Friday. It is now Saturday.
It is.
Meaning it only took us to episode 4 to get a delay.
I mean, we've been trying since Thursday.
Yeah, I know. We've had some technical difficulties because as most people that listen to this will know, because we live in Victoria, the COVID-19 lockdown restrictions were lifted on Tuesday?
Yeah, midnight on Tuesday.
Midnight Tuesday, they were lifted. Well, sort of lifted.
Oh, well, there was one other reason for us to go out, basically. Yeah, and that was to see family and friends. So
yeah, I think we went down from stage 3 to stage 2. Is that what it was?
I don't know whether I can say that that's what we did. I just remember him saying there's one other reason that you can go out. Okay,
cool. Well... we can obviously now go visit family and friends when we need to.
Absolutely. Don't go silly.
Don't be silly. Don't just, keep going out all the time.
No, still stay at home.
Stay at home if you can. Stay at home. Protect the health system.
Protect
all that jazz.
You and your loved ones.
Exactly. But we originally had we wanted to do this together because as I don't know if I can't remember if we mentioned it in episode 1 or episode 2, but we have been recording this podcast sort of remotely. I've been at my home and you've been at your home.
Yeah, and it's worked pretty well.
It's worked very well, but we wanted to do it together.
Would have been nice.
Because it would have been nice. We wanted to do it together because we also wanted to film it. So that we had some more stuff, so that we could start showing the people on our socials a bit more of us and a bit more of, all that, more content, all that jazz. Unfortunately, it's not as easy as just sitting down and pressing record.
No, I figured that out Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, and do you know what? I've never been good at technology, which is.
Oh no, you are.
Not this sort of stuff. Like,
well, clearly,
ask any of my film friends that I went to uni with. Right, I was the guy that literally sat back and did nothing with the technology. I was the creative guy that was like, yeah, it should look like this. I don't know how to make it look like that or sound like that, but just do it.
So you know the vision, but you don't know how to
get there.
That was
me. I'm the creative side of things, That's what it is. I'm the artist. I make things. I really wish you'd listened more then, because it would have been better, wouldn't it? It would have been. Do you know what the frustrating thing is? We did classes on this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And if I just picked it up, that would have, it would have just made everything a lot easier. So unfortunately, we're not together. Unfortunately, this podcast is coming out a day late, which isn't terrible. It's not like we've missed a whole week.
No, it's fine.
So, number one, apologies.
We are here.
That.
Yes,
we're here. We're ready to go.
We're here.
So, Mum, how do you feel about the restrictions being lifted? Because it's obviously a big thing.
I think it's pretty huge, actually. And I actually fully back what he's done as a small step, as in Dan Andrews, obviously.
Dan the man.
Dan the man. The small step of, let's see how we go with just seeing family and friends, and only 5 at a time, obviously, and that's fine as long as your family's not too big. But like ours, it's huge, so therefore we can't all see each other all together. But I think what he's done is really good in the fact that there's going to be so much movement of people going to see their family and friends that, you know, it has to be done in a small step, and let's see where we're at and what it's looking like in 2 or 3 weeks' time.
Exactly.
You know, and then make decisions from there. And I mean, I feel for small businesses and for the hospitality industry for not being able to open their cafes and things. But I guess what he could have done is said, you know, open it to 10 people being able to go to a cafe. But then from a cafe point of view, a lot of businesses probably that's not viable for them to do financially, you know. So what's the point? Let's wait, and maybe later on he can give us bigger numbers to go for a coffee.
Exactly.
You know?
And the thing is, you've got to look at it at a point if you don't want to open it up too soon.
Oh, definitely not. No.
Because you look at some countries that have done it. Germany, for example, right? I heard on the news that they reopened and everything, but they then had a second wave, which was
not good, because
not what you want.
Because they handled it first time. They handled it first time really well, you know, and now with the second wave, so
did Singapore.
Almost what a waste. The first time around
Singapore had it handled. They were fine. They had it handled. They then opened, and their cases literally doubled in like a week, and it was So, I commend Dan Andrews for his hard work and his decisions. And you know what? He's fighting so many critics and
isn't he?
All that sort of stuff. Yeah. Oh, he's copping it. Like you see on like Facebook, like when he does his like live stuff where he's doing, like, he cops it so bad. Do you know he cops it from fucking fishermen. Oh, you'll be right if you don't fish for a week.
And that's just for recreation too.
I know.
It's not a living. You know, if it's your living, then okay, have a word. But you know, just like I want to go play golf. I want to go fishing, and I want to it'll come. Don't worry.
Just fucking stay at home.
Yes. Behave.
Don't you think I want to go to the pub? You don't hear me whinging.
Oh well.
Actually, no, you do.
Actually, we do hear you.
I've whinged a lot about that. Actually, Mum, I just want to drink a beer that I haven't poured myself. You know?
Yeah.
Or drink a cocktail that I haven't made myself.
No, I'd like to go out and have a meal that I haven't made myself.
Which was really nice when we came around the other night on Wednesday.
Yes.
It's the first time I haven't cooked in a long time. Yeah. It's fantastic.
And then I had to cook more.
Yeah, you did. I didn't realise how much it actually costs to sustain 2 people cooking every night.
I actually said that to your dad about 4 weeks in. I was like, God, can you imagine James and Bradley's food bill must be sky high.
It was terrible because there were times before it when we literally had no food in the cupboard. I went, I'm going to ask Mum if we can come around for dinner.
I'll just go to Mum's.
And just go Mum's.
Yeah.
She's got food. It's fine. I've seen her freezer. It's all good. She's got plenty.
My biscuit drawer.
Yeah, exactly. So, thankfully, we could do that again now.
Yes.
Obviously, within reason. I wouldn't say be silly and go around to your parents and
we still need to keep them safe. Obviously, our older generation, you know, if they are vulnerable, then think about going to see them, and you know, still keep your social distance when you're there. You know, we do need to be careful and still look out for each other. It's, you know, it's not over, and this is not a reason for us to think that life's gone back to inverted commas normal, whatever that is. You know,
yes,
it's never going to be the same, and I think that's just that's how life is, though. You move forward. You know?
It certainly is. Can I just talk about the testing? Not how much they're doing. I mean, they're testing, doing incredibly
the actual test, you mean?
But I found literally it was only a couple of weeks ago that I found out how they actually test it.
Yeah, nice. Hey.
I'm now afraid to. I think that in itself is enough reason for nobody to go outside, because I don't want someone.
That thing?
Yeah, I don't want someone to stick a bloody barge pole through my nose.
Yeah,
because that's what it looks like. Like
itch that place in your head. You know where you can't reach.
Yeah. Oh god.
Yeah. Nice.
I can only imagine I would sneeze for days.
Because apparently it goes all the way up to the back of the throat. You can feel it and walk. No. I'm good. I don't.
No, thank you. No.
So if I was still working in education, I'd be having that done. Because I went to
do they all have to have that, do they?
Yeah. At Fountain Gate yesterday, I had to go and get some pool noodles for Yunnan. Don't ask. And I saw the signs for going and getting testing, and it said if you were showing symptoms and if you were school staff, and I was like, oh, lucky I escaped that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's like,
God. No, thank you.
No. It does not look pleasant at all.
Hopefully I don't have to get tested.
No. But needs must, I guess, and it's a good thing that people are coming forward to get tested. So.
Exactly. So great job, everyone. I'm just not going to do it because I'm afraid.
Well, you will do it if you show symptoms, because we'll take you.
Yeah, right.
Katie will take you.
Yes, she probably would. Oh, God.
So,
but
money.
All right.
Is that what we're talking about this week?
We're going to chat. Let's talk money.
And this was a request.
Cash money.
Wasn't it?
It was, Mum.
Yeah.
It was a request.
That's
one of
great.
Our listeners.
Yes.
I know, it's great to have listeners that are just so involved.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, if people have got ideas for us, please let us know.
Please. Because we're going to run out.
Yeah, we will. And then
We've
you'll get bored.
We've spoken for 15 minutes about coronavirus. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did. It's all right, you can edit that.
It was all just filler. It was all just filler.
Yeah, because we're doing money and we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But we had a suggestion from one of our listeners. They want us to talk about money and the challenges of money in both sort of small business and
life.
I think just in life, yeah, just how much it sort of. Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I'm going to point out the incredibly obvious here. Money is very important.
It makes the world go round, apparently.
It certainly does. Certainly does. Like, you can say as much as you want. You can be one of those people that say, I don't let money ruin my life, and I don't let it make my decisions. Like, well, you sort of have to sometimes.
Yeah. Yes.
You
do. I mean, I think we've talked very briefly about the fact don't be driven by it. But sometimes that helps people, to be driven by money.
Oh, don't get me wrong. If you love money,
yeah, go for it.
If you love money, go for it. I got nothing against money. No, I love money.
I'd like a bit more money.
Yeah.
But
nothing against money.
Wouldn't we all? But I think our point was, when we've talked about it previously, that it doesn't necessarily bring you happiness, which is fine. But this week, obviously, we'll talk about money in respect. I mean, I can speak about it in respect of a small business. I'll try. I'm not a huge. The finance side of my business is not something I take. I do take interest in, but I'm not fully in it. I have a financial person for that, aka my husband, who does my books and things, and yes, so very, very grateful to him for doing those things for me. But I guess to begin with, when I first started out my business, because it was more of a hobby when I first started, it wasn't something that I really thought about money-wise. And then I very quickly realised that it is a very expensive hobby, what I do.
I think most hobbies are.
Yeah. and it was something where money was going out hand over fist a lot of the time, just for me to continue to just play, if you like, with and experiment with what I was doing. So it wasn't until I started my business that I invested money into it, because it was like, okay, we're going to do this for real. But coming up to that point, I was selling stuff on eBay. I had an eBay shop, which was probably the only way I was selling anything. And I don't think I even had a Facebook page or anything then. It was just on eBay. And I do remember my very first sale, and I was so excited. I remember
how much was the first sale?
Oh, it was $40, I think.
$40.
And it was for, oh no, amazing. It wasn't. It was actually $30, because I knew that I'd way undercharged. And I don't think that included postage. Hadn't thought about postage at all. And it was just a little pair of baby booties that I made. I was so excited about making them. Got my order, made it straight away, packaged it up, sent it out, got an email back. They arrived broken. I was like, oh, shit. So I was like, oh, maybe I need to rethink this whole thing it's not just about getting excited and chucking it out there. So yeah, I had to rethink my packaging and rethink my pricing, and yeah, because it was just so it was exciting, but at the same time very demoralizing, because I was like, oh, maybe this isn't for me, and maybe it isn't the right thing to do, because they'll arrive broken. And yeah, but you work your way through those things.
Yeah, you got to sort of adapt to that sort of thing.
Yeah,
and those sort of things are going to happen anyway.
Yeah, and I do get a couple of breakages, but yeah, I have reviewed my packaging side of stuff, and it's much better now. But
just blame Ozpost.
I do, but it's from a business point of view, you don't like people to be disappointed, so a lot of the time we work something out between us. I don't like to let people down, but I can't just give stuff away either. No. That's not what a business is about, and obviously we've spoken about that as well, working for free. So yeah, money does drive you in that sense, and has made me a different person, I think, business wise, when it comes to money, because I'm the type of person that would just go, oh yeah, I just want everyone to be happy, and if that means I just got to chuck money someone's way, then let's just do that. I can't do that. And you have to put a professional head on sometimes and go, well, my terms and conditions say, and that's why you have to sort of live by that sometimes.
And I suppose that's where it's helpful to have someone like Dad.
Yeah, absolutely.
To go, who's just a hard ass, and it's just like, nah,
deal
with it.
No.
T's and C's.
Absolutely. Read them. And what's the other one he does? Is it my IP? Is that that's your IP, Lisa? Intellectual property.
He loves that. He says that to me.
Yeah.
He says that to me. That's your IP, Bradley.
Yeah.
Hope you've got IP on that.
Don't give that shit away.
Well, I thought of it, Dad. So yes, it is my IP. Yeah. It's good to have someone like that.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't be where I am without him.
Yeah, especially if you're sort of way down the other end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but the money side for me didn't. I suppose the investment came when I actually started the business. And your dad was very. The whole. Are you sure, Lisa? This is what you want to do? Because not many people know me, I guess, that listen to our podcast, so don't know my background of odds and sods that I've done over the years. It's cost money, and just not. I guess maybe they are whims. I don't know, But I was a nail technician at one point, and had a little.
You were.
Had a little business doing that. Made no money. Actually, I probably put more petrol in my car to get to people's houses than I did anything else. And then, there's been other little bits and pieces along the way that I've done. I went to a pub and I got a pub license so that we could run a pub. Never did that.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but we didn't do that. What else have I done? Oh yeah, Herbalife. That was one.
My life would be so different if you ran a pub.
Yeah, we'd all be alcoholics.
Yeah. Fantastic.
No, it wouldn't be here. Actually, probably wouldn't have a business, to be honest.
No, probably not.
No. But yeah. So yes, there's been lots of things that I've done over the years where your dad's always backed me and always gone, okay, off you go. And then I've sort of gone, oh, no, didn't work. So when we decided to put the money into Fancy Fondant, it was difficult for him, I think, because he was like, are you sure you're going to do this? This is, this isn't just playing, Lisa. This is a real thing for you. So yeah, I hope I've done him proud. Because,
look at where you are now.
Yeah, I've worked hard.
Fantastic.
To get, I've now got the studio and doing classes, and
you've paid the investment back, so he's fine.
Yeah, the investment is paid back.
You go.
And
done.
Yeah, so it's
exactly
good place.
It's got nothing to worry about.
No, it's just taken me how many years to get there?
Oh, a lot,
and a bit of money along the way.
But it always does. It takes a hell of a lot of time for anyone to do anything.
Yeah. It's not, and I think you just got, as long as you realise that it's not an overnight thing, and that if you are going to put money into anything, that you have to be committed to it, and even if you try and fail like I have done several times, as long as you learn from that. And I think I have learnt from all of those businesses or things that I've tried over time, that when I got to this one I was like, nah, this is going to work, and this has got to be it.
And I've always been one to say that if it's for your career or your dreams, stuff like that, it's always worth the money.
Yeah,
always.
Yeah. And if you don't try, you're never going to know, are you? So I think as long as you can learn from and sometimes the money's hard to swallow. It certainly was with Herbalife. I think I did it for about 2 days, and we'd invested I don't know, £2,500 or something in it, and I had all of the products.
Herbalife sounds like a pyramid scheme.
It actually was, yes, and it was about. And I remember I went to this little old lady, and I had to sell her. And the thing is, you had to sell as well. And I'm not a seller. I'm sorry. I'm a giver. I'm not a seller. And I had to go to her and I looked at her and thought, you don't need to lose weight. What are you doing? You're like 75, 80. Just enjoy your life, love. And I actually walked out of her house going, I'm not going to sell you anything. I'm not going to give you anything. And your dad was like, that wasn't the purpose of you being there. I was like, I know, but I can't do it. And that was it. And I had all of this product. And I was like, don't know what to do with it because I'm not selling it because I can't. So, but there we go. So yeah, it's money's a hard one because you need it.
It certainly is.
But sometimes things don't work, but they certainly can do. Yeah.
Yeah, money is difficult. I've always sort of struggled with the money side of things, purely because of the sort of the career that I've chosen. In a way, like I mentioned, episode 1. God, all the way back there, episode 1.
When we were just freshies.
I know. Obviously, being an actor, there's no money in it at the beginning. No. None whatsoever. Because so many people expect you to make shit for free.
Yeah.
Because people know and producers know actors are desperate. We're desperate motherfuckers.
Yeah.
We'll do shit for anything. It's ridiculous what we do. And there's sort of this mindset of there's always somebody that will do it for less. Yeah,
that's a difficult one, isn't it? Because it's like, well, you'll walk out the door, but someone else will walk in. So,
exactly. Yeah. So you can't do that whole, especially at my level right now, I can't do the whole, well, that's not enough for me. If you want me, it's this amount. Because that director or that producer will go, okay, well, we've got somebody else who's just as good. And he says that he'll do it for that amount.
Yeah.
So it's really difficult. It's really difficult as an actor at this level. So when there's no money in it at the beginning, like most performers or artists, they go and work in hospital, they go work in retail, and it's usually like this casual job that is flexible enough for them to still do what they want to do on the side.
Yeah. And that's tough though, isn't it, to find a job that is flexible enough for you, because then you must forego money as well, in the fact that you've got an audition to go to maybe, but you've got work too, and you go, well, the audition's got to come first, so therefore you lose money because you've got to go and do the audition.
And I always see that sort of thing as an investment.
That's a good way of looking at it, actually.
I try and look at that sort of thing as an investment.
Yeah.
Like, say I get a role in a short film, and I have to, which most of this stuff is like student films, so most of the time they're filming on the weekend, which obviously clashes with any hospital or retail or anything like that that anyone's doing. So I try and look at that as, okay, I'm not going to work for that weekend, but this is an investment that I'm putting in myself as a small business, essentially. I'm putting this investment in myself. I'm not going to earn money that weekend, but I am going to, I've got to look at what I'm going to get out of it. Do I put in a really good performance and I get some really nice stuff for my show reel, or, is it really nice set experience? Do I get to meet and collaborate with some new people? And so I try and look at it in that sort of way, that it's everything I do. If I'm not earning any money, it's an investment.
Yeah. So even if you don't get the part, it's an investment in the fact that you've invested in some experience.
Yes, definitely. I don't think an actor can have enough audition experience.
Yeah. For sure.
It's the most important part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's interesting. I hadn't thought about it, looking at it as an investment point of view.
Yeah, and I suppose that's just trying to put a positive spin on.
Yeah. Not getting any
working
money.
For free, essentially, not getting any money. But I remember, when was the first time I got paid for my acting work? What was it? I got paid. Yeah, I got paid for. I got contacted. It was just after I finished 16th Street. Mm-hmm. And I got contacted by a university, the uni I went to. In fact, like literally 2 years later, to study film. They came to me and they were like, "We need some actors for a scene that these students are filming, or they're doing like a workshop." And they were like, "It's $100 for 3 hours work." And I was like, "Do you know what? That's fucking phenomenal. Yes, please.
Yes, please.
$100 for 3 hours work. That's more. There's more money than I've ever earned ever."
Better than any waiting job.
Yeah, exactly. And that's So I remember this is how poor I was at like understanding the whole payment side of things.
Yeah.
It's like I invoiced and then I checked my bank account. I was like, I haven't got paid. And then literally the next day I checked it and I was like, I still haven't got paid. And I contacted the person. I was like, where's my money? And they were like, it's the 30-day notice and we do our payments at the end of the month. And I'm like, fuck, this is the beginning of the month. You mean I'm not going to get my $100 until the end?
Were you expecting your cash in hand, slapped in your hand when you finished acting?
Yeah, because I never been paid as an actor, but I didn't know how it all worked.
There you go. You know now. 30 days in arrears.
And now I've sort of had more work, and I've been paid for work, and I've also done work for free.
Yeah.
But like we mentioned, whenever you look at working for free, it's you've got to look at it and go, all right, how is this benefiting me? I'm not getting paid in money, but what else am I getting paid in?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Am I getting paid in experience? Is the person that I'm going to be working with, someone I can learn from?
Yeah.
Or can they help me get a bit further? Or is the performance going to be really good for my show? You've got to look at that sort of stuff.
And I think that's one thing that I'm going to be putting money or having a budget for this year will be for my learning. Because I think you do have to keep doing that.
You do.
And I feel like I've sort of hit that wall now, and where I sort of think, I need to be spending money to expand my own knowledge. There's up until this point, a lot of it has been self-taught, and you can learn an awful lot, but you do get to a point where you go, yeah, I need more now. So yeah, that there's definitely going to be budget for that for me this year.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And there's
go on.
And there's another thing with performers in terms of getting paid. I found that there's 3 payment options.
Yeah.
Not getting paid.
Well, that's not a good one.
Getting paid.
Yeah.
And profit share.
Oh, what's
and
profit share?
Profit share is interesting because that's where you got to look at the project in itself and go. So profit share it's mainly in theatre.
Yeah.
It's basically once it's over and we do all the money and we've made a profit, we'll share it between everyone.
Oh, okay.
So determine,
Yeah.
if the performance and if the project does good,
yeah,
you get paid a lot. If it fucking tanks, you don't get paid at all.
So that a lot of advertising and marketing then comes down to the actors too. Because you want people to come along and you want to get paid.
Yeah. Which is why you'll see on because the play I did last year, Scarborough, that was profit share.
Oh, okay. So did you get paid?
You look at yeah, we got a bit.
Oh, good.
We got a bit at the end. But you look at like all the actors' socials and everything like that. It's like all we did was throw that out there and try to get people to come.
Yeah.
So I had to. I mean, it's something I had to look at that and go, all right, I've got to look at the project. Is it a good play? Do I enjoy the story? Do I like the play?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a fantastic play. Who am I working with? And I got and I already knew I was going to take it if I got the role because the director is someone I worked with before. She's phenomenal. Bronwyn Coleman, fantastic director.
Yeah.
So
it was fantastic, by the way. I know I've said that before, but
you have said it before.
It was
I'll
a great play. It really was. Really, really good.
All right. Well, I think there's, I don't know, we could talk about in terms of money. Invest it well.
Yeah, just invest it well.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
And make sure that you can afford the investment too. Whatever that is, whether it's time or money or,
You don't need a lot of money to start something.
No, I mean you do start small, and work your way up, and I think and that's something that we've spoken about, isn't it? That as long as you are staying within your parameters, and you can look at it and go, oh yeah, I'm going to go big. But if you're not ready and you're not smart about it, then it might not work.
Yeah.
Because I know I've done it.
There you go. Prime example.
Prime example, right?
All right. Well, I think that's it for episode 4. I think it's talking about money. Money.
Come on then, people. Tell us what else we're going to talk about. Give us some ideas.
Give us anything. Any suggestions you have would be great. Please keep chucking them our way.
And we'll just drivel on about them for a little while.
So we'll do Small Business Shoutout, Mum.
Yep.
So we'll do that. Who have you got?
Do you know this week I am going to go with actually a good friend of mine. Her name is Samantha Hartig, and she runs an acupuncture business in Berwick called Balance Acupuncture. I've known Sam for many years now, and she's a wonderful lady, really, really lovely. And I've never actually used her service until this year, actually, beginning of this year. Hurt my back over Christmas, ended up in hospital over New Year. It took me a long time to recover, and someone suggested to me acupuncture, and I was like, oh, I don't know. I thought, do you know what? Fine, give it a go. So I called up Sam and had several treatments with her, and it wasn't as bad as I was expecting. So, and it worked. It's, I still have trouble with my back every now and again. It's a bit stiff, and I know my limitations of what I can and can't do. But she is just absolutely wonderful, and she does also. So she's pain relief, fertility and pregnancy. She does emotional balance and your general health. So, I would highly recommend going to see her. And don't be scared of the needles. It's not that bad.
Needles.
No, honestly, I would really, really recommend it. And her especially, she's just amazing. And she started this business, obviously herself, from the ground up here. And she's got a lovely studio and a workspace in her home. So yeah, just that's who I would like to give a big shout out to this week. Just keep going,
Nice.
Sam.
Oh, did you mention the socials? Does she have them?
Oh, she does. Yes, she has. I'm actually not sure. I think she's just Balance Acupuncture on Facebook. If you look her up,
cool.
but she's got a
check her out,
website.
guys.
Her website is balanceacupuncture.com.au. Go and have you can book online as well, so you don't have to. If you're one of those people that doesn't like to pick up the phone to make an appointment, you can book online, and all her treatments and what she does and what she's about and all her fees and everything are all on her website. So yeah, go take a look at it. Because she's fabulous.
Nice. Balance Acupuncture.
So, yeah. Balance Acupuncture with
cool,
Sam Hartig.
cool.
Yeah.
My small business shout out. I don't know if they're a small business, but I suppose they are. They're local. Definitely local.
Yep. Who?
It's Officer Vet. Officer Vet.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. Some people may know this. We've just recently got a new kitten, Chester.
Chester, he's beautiful.
Chester, buddy. And unfortunately, literally like 2 weeks after we got him, he came down with a case of ringworm. Which obviously with a cat isn't...
Poor boy.
It's pretty terrible at all. And having another cat, Rosie went through a lot in terms of quarantining him and then keeping away from her and keeping them apart. And it's literally 3 months ago and they're still apart.
Yeah.
But obviously...
Bless him.
Officer Vet have been absolutely fantastic. We went to them and they helped out with a load of stuff and all the needs that we needed.
Yeah.
And they keep calling to check up on him. Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
They call me to check up on him. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they've really taken care of us and they've taken care of Chester and we love them. They don't have an Instagram, but they do have a Facebook, just Officer Vet. And so obviously if you're local and you have an animal, please go check them out because they are fantastic.
Fabulous.
So yeah. So I think that's that segment. I think that's it for episode 4.
Great. We're done. We're not doing a word game this
No,
week?
we're not. We had some mixed reviews for that one, Mum.
Oh, did
Yes. We had a couple of people say that they didn't like it. Yeah.
Didn't like it?
Well, not that they didn't like it, but it was more that they think it wasn't needed.
Oh.
Which I translated to, they didn't like it.
Didn't like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I want to put it out to our listeners. I think they could comment on Apple Podcasts. I know they can on SoundCloud.
Yep.
So comment on whether you think we need it or...
I mean, can I be honest? I need it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I need it. I enjoy it too. But...
gives me a good laugh every week because, I mean, maybe we could find something that we're better at because clearly word games aren't our thing.
Possibly.
But yeah, gives me a good laugh. Okay, so some suggestions. That would be great.
So just let us know.
All right.
Yeah.
Just bear in mind, there is only 2 of us and we're not together at the moment.
This is true.
So
hopefully next week.
Hopefully next week, but, yes. Get it sorted. So yes, so you need to keep that in mind. Just 2 of us and maybe not together. So work on that. So give us some ideas about what we can do. Fabulous.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody for listening to episode 4.
Thank you, and thank you to Bradley.
Well, thank you very much, Mum, for sitting down with me and chatting. I enjoy this every time, and we enjoy your support every time as well. Go follow our socials at The Art of Trying Podcast, and we shall see you next week. Hopefully on time.
Hopefully together.
Hopefully together.
Fingers crossed.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye.